Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I wanted to go through the new details revealed for Dragon Quest Monsters 4, The Withered World. Coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Switch 2, Original Switch, PC, and Steam on December 3rd. Gamealtu.com recently released an article going through the gameplay features, including details on monster sizes, new monster reveals, and even character-specific abilities. So if you enjoy Dragon Quest content like top 10 videos, reviews, guides, and news, please remember to like, subscribe, turn notifications to all so you don't miss the next video. You can also hype the video to help out a ton. It helps others to be able to find the video, and if you want to help out the channel financially, be sure to join the channel and become a Dragon Warrior today. Now let's get into it. Alright, so this is going to cover some newly revealed details on the battles, synthesis, and new monsters. So let's get started. Team up with your favorite monsters and lead them into battle. The heroes of the Dragon Quest Monster series are Monster Wranglers, adventurers with a special ability for befriending monsters to help them on their journey. Monster Wranglers don't fight in battle themselves, instead they assemble a party of loyal critters to fight in their place. They must all work together to take down the many foes that stand in their way. You can have up to 4 monsters in your party and 4 more in your reserves. That's a maximum of 8 monsters with you at any one time. You can even swap them in and out whenever you like. Issue direct orders to your monsters or give them a general strategy to follow. Whichever method you choose, knowing your monster's strength is paramount. So just like in most of the Dragon Quest games, and of course the Dragon Quest Monster series, you've got your like tactics orders. So like if you want to like focus on healing, you can set that monster to focus on healing. You can have one set to show no mercy, which means they're going to do all-out attacks no matter how much MP it costs, all that good stuff. So that's going to be in there. Plus, of course, you have the option to fully control the attacks and moves and abilities of your monster party. Monsters have a multitude of spells and abilities to put to use. Some will decimate every foe before you, while others can heal your injured allies. In addition to their spells and abilities, each monster comes with its own set of traits that can have special effects during battle. Bianca Nera also get a mystery power called the Wranglers Spirit. So this is new to the Dragon Quest Monster series, and this is very interesting. Once per battle, this mysterious power has a chance to activate, providing a range of beneficial boosts that will support your monsters and potentially turn the tide of battle in your favor. The Wrangler Spirit will have a different effect when you're playing as Bianca and or Nera. Bianca's heals HP and boosts attack power, while Nera's restores MP and raises defense. So I like this, but I also kind of don't like this because I wish you could just choose which effects you want out of like 4, like have the heal HP, boost attack power, restore MP, and raise defense, and pick 2 out of those 4, because I love Nera. I'm not the biggest Bianca fan, but I'm probably going to play as Bianca now, because healing HP and boosting attack is just way freaking better in my opinion than restoring MP and raising defense. But it does give you a reason maybe to swap the characters in and out a lot more. It does seem like you can swap them on the fly, so yeah, it probably is there to encourage you to play as both characters. Befriend monsters and raise them however you like. You'll run into many monsters when exploring the world and its dungeons, and you'll first start befriending them during battles. The game features over 500 monsters divided into 8 families, such as slimes or dragons. Each monster will also have one of 9 ranks from G to X, a size of either small, S, or large, L, as well as its own personality. So once you've found some monsters you like, it's time to raise them into a powerful party. Found a monster you want to befriend? Use a show of force during battle to try and recruit it. If you succeed, the monster will join your team. On rare occasions after you win a battle, a defeated monster may ask to join you of its own volition. You can use items to increase the chance of this happening or to boost the success rate of a show of force. Your monsters gain experience after every battle they win. Accumulate enough and they'll level up, sometimes earning talent points in the process. So talent points are probably the same as skill points. You can put them into different talent trees, which give you different abilities and spells and stat increases and all that fun stuff. A single monster can have up to 3 talents. The talent points a monster earns from leveling up can be invested into its talents to teach it new abilities or boost its base attributes. Monster sizes and personalities. Large monsters take up 2 slots in your party instead of 1. However, they have more traits than a small monster, and they can also perform more actions. actions per turn. So there you have it. Large monsters are back. There are only going to be 2 different sizes. You've got your small and your large. The large monsters will take up 2 slots, the smalls 1. So you could have a party of 3 with 1 large monster and 2 smalls, or you could have 2 large monsters in the party. A monster's personality determines the upper limits and growth rates of its attributes, meaning 2 otherwise identical monsters can develop quite differently. There's a wide variety of personalities, and there are even items for changing between them. So that's nice. I remember there being personalities in Dragon Quest Monsters 3: The Dark Prince, but I don't believe there were items that would allow you to change them. I think you had to like just breed your way towards them. I can't remember though. Let me know down in the comments. I could be completely wrong here. It's been a while since I played that game. Fight, synth, repeat. How to make stronger monsters. Synthesis is the miraculous process of combining 2 monsters to produce a new creature. Once you've befriended a monster, you'll have to raise it to level 10 before you can use it as a parent for synthesis. After synthesis, both parents will disappear, leaving behind a child monster that has the potential to become stronger than its predecessors by inheriting their talents. Some monsters can only be obtained through synthesis, making it a vital process in the quest for a powerful party. When you choose 2 monsters for synthesis, you'll be presented with a selection of possible children to create. These offspring will usually be from the same monster family as one of their parents. So there's going to be a plethora of different monsters you can choose from when you are doing synthesis. So that's nice. 2 monsters will not always make the same monster. You've got some choices in that, so that's really nice, actually. A child monster can also inherit the talents of its parents. If you've maxed out the points in a parent's talent, it may evolve when a child inherits it. So this was also in Dragon Quest Monsters 3: The Dark Prince. What this means is, if you max out, say, a Zap type talent, when you synthesize that monster, it's likely going to get a talent tree called Kazap. And if you max that out when you do synthesis, you'll probably get a talent tree called Kazapple, and so on, right? You can kind of progress the talent trees to get more powerful talent trees and access to more powerful spells and abilities and stat gains. So super nice and super good to focus on leveling those up, because it's going to make a whole lot of difference later on in the game. High plus values make more powerful monsters. In this game, synthesis can produce monsters with an attribute called a plus value. You can increase this value with every subsequent synthesis. Do this wisely, and a child monster's plus value can grow high enough to earn a bonus on its base attributes. The child may even be a monster of higher rank than its parents. When a parent monster has a large plus value, keep an eye out for a plus symbol on some of the synthesis options, as it may indicate the child monster is a higher rank than its parents. So that's pretty cool. The more you synthesize a monster to make more monsters and synthesize those ones, you're going to get extra stat gains, which is super nice. It pays to kind of stick with a monster and grow them into new and new monsters, rather than just recruiting new monsters all the time. Recruiting new monsters is great because you can use those to combine with these monsters that you've been growing from the beginning, but this plus value system really makes it pay off to stick with the monsters that you recruit earlier on and just build them and synthesize them over and over again. It just gives you more incentives to do so. Discover special synthesis patterns to obtain amazing monsters. Among the many synthesis possibilities, there are some specific monster combinations that can produce unexpected offspring. If you're lucky, you may even discover monsters that can't be befriended any other way. A starry icon indicates that a monster is the product of special synthesis. For example, a stump chump in a bad egg can be used to synthesize a mighty oak. So it looks like there are certain combinations that will be like the only way to make certain monsters, which makes sense. It's always nice to have some challenging monsters to try and achieve through synthesis in these games. What's more, some special synthesis patterns involve combining 4 different monsters. Just like in Dragon Quest Monsters 3: The Dark Prince, you have 2 monsters, you combine them to make a monster, and then you take another 2 monsters to create a new monster, and then both of those new monsters that you created, you synthesize them, and that would be the only way to create a more powerful monster. And that kind of counts as combining those 4 base monsters from the beginning. Introducing a trio of the game's new monsters. In addition to a host of familiar monsters from throughout the Dragon Quest series for you to befriend, this game features plenty of new additions to the roster. The monsters here are just a few of those appearing for the very first time. Keep an eye out for info on more of these fresh faces as the release date approaches. So we've got the slime balls. These are the onigiri slimes. These bite-sized bloodies from the slime family come in 3 mouth-watering flavors. flavors: sour plum, veggie mix, and shrimp tempura. I love how the ume, or the sour plum slime, his cheeks look like he's like ate something sour. And then we got the bamboo bad boy. This nature family monster lures in hungry folk in the guise of a succulent bamboo shoot before attacking. Bamboo shoots are absolutely disgusting. Let me know down in the comments if you like bamboo shoots. I am not a bamboo shoot guy. If you put bamboo shoots in like a soup or something, completely ruins it for me. Groovy Grouse, a monster of the nature family that moves and grooves to the non-stop melodies that play in its head. I don't know about you guys, but this guy looks familiar. There's no way this is a new monster. The Groovy Grouse looks familiar to me. I'm not sure what Dragon Quest game he might be from. Let me know down in the comments if you know. But yeah, I feel like I've seen this guy before, or at least a variant of this guy. And that's everything. Dragon Quest. If you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what monster you're hoping appears in this game. What are some of your favorite Dragon Quest monsters of all time? What do you think of these new details? What do you think of Nera and Bianca having their own abilities? Whose abilities do you like more, and why? And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe, turn notifications to all so you don't miss the next one. Please hype the video to help more people find it. And of course, the best way to help out the channel financially is to join the channel and become a Dragon Warrior today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.